Hi students, good afternoon everybody. So we have started our poem All the World's a Stage, written by William Shakespeare, and in this poem William Shakespeare is explaining the 7 stages of a man. So let us have a short sum up of what we have seen in the last class. So what we have seen in the last classes, so actually this is a monologue. So what is mean by monologue? A long speech given by a single person is called as a monologue, and this is the speech or a song sung by whom? The character called Jacques in Act 2, Scene 7, that is in line 138 of As You Like It. Okay, so we have seen As You Like It is it is a comedy, and this All the World's a Stage is taken from As You Like It, written by William Shakespeare. So what the poet William Shakespeare says in this poem is, he says that all the world is a stage and all the women and the men and the women are merely players. So this world is a stage, and God has gifted us to this world to be acted in the stage of the world, or in the world's stage, as men and women. So we have different roles. We are just simply we are characters. Okay, so we have they have their exits and their entrances. So when the God has gifted us to this world, okay, so our exit is also determined at the time of our birth itself. Okay, and one man in his time plays many parts. So a single person during his lifetime plays the role of many characters, his acts being 7. So William Shakespeare had splitted the life of a man into, or the stages of the man into 7 stages. At first, the first stage was the infant stage, in which we are the children, a small child will be mewling and pucking, that is vomiting in the nurse arms, that is in the arms of the mother. Then the schoolboy, so even though the schoolboy gets ready to school with a shining face, wearing his bag in the shoulder, school bag in the shoulder. Okay, so he will be moving unwillingly to school, creeping like a snail. Okay, next one is, the next stage is the lover. Okay, so the lover will be always waiting for the love of the love of his lady love. Okay, unlike a furnace, he will be often sighing. Okay, and when he is depressed of his love, okay, so he will be always singing some woeful, that is unhappy songs to attract the attention of his lady love, and he'll be singing songs even to the eyebrow of his mistress. Okay, and the next one is the stage of the soldier, and from that's what we have to continue in this video, right? Okay, so the next stage is the stage of a soldier. So the first one is infant, second one is schoolboy, third one is the lover, and the fourth one is the soldier. Okay, so this is the fourth stage, the role of a soldier. Okay, let us see. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pan, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. Okay, so what is the fourth stage as explained by the poet Shakespeare is, it is the stage of a soldier. Okay, so then a soldier full of strange oaths and bearded like the pad. Okay, so how will be a soldier is, so at this stage the man will be very much active, he will be very much bold, he will be very much energetic. Okay, so full of strange oaths. Okay, so you know what is the meaning of strange? So strange means something unknown or something different. Okay, so oaths means promises. Okay, so he'll be having lots of promises. He'll be making lots of promises and bearded like the okay. So unbearded like the pad. Pad here means it refers to the leopard. Okay. So and he'll be having beard like the leopard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the canon. Okay, so what is mean by jealous in honor? So jealous in honor means as a soldier, okay, so he's a soldier at this stage. He'll be very active. He'll be ready to accept all the challenges. Okay, so he will be jealous in his honor. So what is mean by honor? Honor means self-respect. Okay, respect here, self-respect of the soldier. Okay, so at this stage, okay, so he wants to gain lots of self-respect. Okay, so he wants to gather, he wants to gain lots of self-respect, he wants to get name and fame. Okay, so he seeks respect from the others. So listen. See here it is given. The young man takes great care of his honor, his reputation as a good man. Okay, so he takes lots of care for his honor. Honor means respect. Okay, that is he wants to gain lots of name and fame. Fame means he wants to become famous among the people. Okay, so he wants to gain the name of a respectable man, name of a good man. Okay, that is the meaning of jealous in honor. So he will be ready to do anything to gain the name. Okay, so jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel. Okay, so and also he will be, if there is any problem in it, in what, in gaining the honor, in gaining name as a good man, if there is any problem in it, okay, so he won't hesitate to become violent and quarrel with others, fight with others. Can you understand? So as he is a young man in this stage, he wants to gain respect, he wants to get lots of good name, he wants to become famous, he wants to get name as a good man. Okay, so if there is any problem in this, he'll be, how he will be reacting is, he will be reacting suddenly and he'll be reacting violently and he'll be quarreling with others. Okay, seeking the bubble reputation. So what is mean by bubble? You all know what is mean by bubble. So if so what will be inside of the bubble? It will be very empty, nothing will be there, is it or not? So seeking the bubble reputation. So what is the meaning here is, listen. So seeking the bubble reputation means a bubble is empty. Okay, so by seeking the bubble reputation, Shakespeare means a short-lived glory. Okay, so as long as it is same, that is, and the bubble எவ்வளோ நேரம் அப்படியே இருக்கோ அது வரைக்கும் தான் we can say it as a bubble. When it breaks, nothing will be inside, so nothing will be, it is empty, everything goes. Okay, so like that, he's doing all this just to get a short-lived happiness, short-lived glory. Okay, see here the meaning of sudden and quick in quarrel means, quarrel is a slightly old-fashioned word for an argument. Okay, so in those days they will be using argument for the instead of quarrel. Okay, so sudden here means unpredictable. So in an argument, this young man might suddenly become violent. Okay, so when an argument is going on, suddenly they will become violent and they'll start to quarrel or they will start to fight. Okay, that is the meaning of sudden and quick in quarrel, right? So even in the cannon's mouth. So what is the meaning of cannon is, it is a large gun. Bearing சொல்வாங்க இல்லையா, that one. Okay. So a cannon is a large gun and its mouth will be in the front. So the man seeks his reputation. Okay. So even if he is standing in front of a large cannon. Okay. So this is the fourth stage, that is the stage of a soldier. Okay, so what a soldier wants is, as he is a young and youthful man in this stage, he'll be accepting all the strange promises and he'll be keeping beard like a leopard. Okay, he will be jealous in honor. He wants to gain good name, he wants to gain respect, he wants to become famous among his people. Okay, so sudden and quick in quarrel. So he will be in an argument, suddenly he will become violent and he'll start fighting, seeking the bubble reputation. So why he is doing all this is, everything he is doing, so the inside of a bubble will be empty. Okay, a bubble can live only for a very short time in the air, in the atmosphere, right? பபுளால் எப்படி கொஞ்ச நேரம் மட்டும்தான், அதோட லைஃப் டைம் வந்து இட் இஸ் வெரி ஷார்ட் டைம். ஓகே, ஸோ லைக் தட் all this honor and everything will be there in his life only for a short time. So even though it is for a short time, he wants to gain all those. Okay, so a soldier, why at this stage, இதையே யூத்ன்னு சொல்லாமல் why they are telling it as the stage of a soldier means, so a soldier will be ready to do anything for his country, இல்லையா? So soldiers, army men, they'll be ready to risk their life for the safety of the country. So likewise, the man at his young age will be ready to accept any challenge, since he is a young man in this stage. Okay, so this is the stage of a soldier. And the next one is, and then the justice. Okay, and then the justice, in fair round belly, with good capon lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. So what is the next stage? That is the fifth stage is, it is the stage of a justice. So justice means here a judge, a person who is very much respected. Okay, so judge அப்படினா judge மட்டும் கிடையாது, a respectable person in the society. Okay, so and then the justice, in fair round belly. Belly means stomach. Okay, in fair round belly, so his stomach will become what is that? His belly will become a big size, as he is eating, as he will be eating a lot in this stage, with a good capon lined. So capon lined means, listen, two line means, what is it? Okay, so listen, capon lined. Two line means to fill something at the edges here. So the man was fat from eating good chicken. So here the poet Shakespeare says that the man becomes at that stage, the man is becoming fat. To line means to fill something at the edges. Okay, so inge the man is filling the stomach by eating lots of chicken. That is the meaning here, right? So in fair round belly, with good capon lined, with eyes severe. So how will be the eyes? Means eyes will not be looking soft. Okay, it will be severe, and beard of formal cut. Okay, so how his beard will be is, it will be formally cut, full of wise saws and modern instances. So saws means here sayings. So saw, this word has lots of synonyms associated with it. Okay, so here the meaning of psalm is sayings. Okay, full of wise saws. So wise means intelligent, knowledgeable, skilled. Okay, full of wise sayings and modern instances. Okay, so all of you know instance means example. So at this stage, all his examples will be of modern. That is, he will give many examples from his experiences. Okay, and from the current incidents, current events. Who? A justice, that is a person who is in a respectable stage. At the fifth stage, Shakespeare says that man will be in a respectable stage. So at what stage you are now? You are all school going children in the third stage, right? So during a fifth stage, all the men will be in a respectable position. Okay. At that time, his belly will become big because of eating lot. Okay. And his eyes will be severe. That is, his eyes will not be looking soft, and his beard will be formally cut, full of wise. So he will be telling, his sayings will be very much intelligent, knowledgeable, because all the examples he quotes is from his experiences, okay, and from the current events, and so he plays his part. So this is how he plays the stage of a justice. So this is the fifth stage. So the next one is, okay, and the next one is the sixth age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon with the spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful horse, well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice, turning again toward childish treble pipes and whistles in his sound. So, this is the sixth stage explained by the poet Shakespeare, right? So, the sixth age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon. Okay, so what is the meaning of lean and slippered pantaloon is, listen. So, lean and slippered pantaloon. So, this phrase describes a thin old man. Okay. So, at this stage, as man becomes old, he is becoming very lean, very thin. Okay. So, the sixth age shifts into, so it changes to into the lean and slippered pantaloon. So at this stage, the man becomes very lean and slippered. Pantaloon. Pantaloon means okay, here pantaloon means it is like wearing some loose trousers. Okay, so this is an old fashioned one. Okay, so with the spectacles on nose, and also the man at this stage will be wearing spectacles and pouch on side, and also he will be keeping a pouch along with him. So here the meaning of pouch is a small bag for carrying money. Okay, so as he is an old man, he'll be keeping a small pouch for carrying the money. His youthful horse. Okay, so horse means here thin trousers that men wore in the Shakespeare's time. Okay, it is a type of thin trousers wore by the men during the Shakespeare's period, that is during the lifetime of Shakespeare. Well saved, a world too wide. Okay, so the world looks so wide for the man at this stage, for his shrunk shank and his big manly voice. Okay, so what is the meaning of a shrunk shank means? Listen. So, to shrink means to grow smaller, and a shank is a piece of meat cut from a leg of an animal. So man's legs have grown narrower with age. Okay, so you know what is the meaning of shrunk. So shrunk is the past tense of shrink. So shrink means romba thinna agiradhu. Okay, to grow smaller, surungi poidradhu. And shank is a piece of meat cut from a leg of an animal. So meat cut பண்ணிட்டா எப்படி இருக்கும், the leg will be looking till more, it will be looking narrower. Okay, so like that the man became very thin at this stage. That's what the poet wants to say in these lines. Okay, so for his shrank and his big manly voice. Okay, so his big manly voice turning again toward childish treble pipes and whistles in his sound. So during the youthful age, his voice will be very manly. Manly na enna சொல்றது, ஒரு it will be very loud, it will be very bold. He'll be having a manly voice. Okay, so turning again, so again that manly voice turns into a childish treble. So here treble means a treble is the higher part of a piece of music. So Shakespeare is referring to a boy's high pitched voice. So நீங்கள் இந்த ஆடியோஸ்ல எல்லாம் கூட பார்த்துருப்பீங்க, இப்படி ஒரு a key will be there or a button will be there. Okay, so it is a higher part of a piece of music. So here the poet Shakespeare is referring to the high pitched voice. Okay, so again toward childish treble. So it is the voice is turning into a, from manly voice at this stage the man's voice is turning into a childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. So பேசும்போது எப்படி இருக்கும், ஒரு மாதிரி whistling sound மாதிரி. It will not be bold, அதில் அந்த manliness போய் அந்த boldness போயிட்டு அந்த voiceல it will be, his voice will be whistling. Okay, so this is the sixth stage of a man. So what happens to a man in the sixth stage is he'll be becoming very old because of his age. He'll become very thin. He'll be wearing loose pantaloons. He'll be wearing spectacles and he'll be keeping a pouch for carrying money. His youthful horse, that is he'll be wearing a thin trousers at this stage. The world will be looking too wide for the man. For his shank. So shrunk means he'll be his body will be shank means his body will be looking, legs all will become thin and it will be looking narrower, and his manly voice turns into a childish treble and there is whistles in his sound. So this is the sixth stage of the man as explained by the poet William Shakespeare. And the last one is last scene of all. So this is the last scene in the man's stage. Okay, last scene of all that ends the strange eventful history is second childishness and mere oblivion, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste and sans everything. Okay, last scene of all. So நம்மளோட லைஃப்பில் இது வரைக்கும் நம்ம எவ்வளோ ஆட்டம் போட்டிருந்தாலும் எல்லாரோட லைஃப்லையுமே this is the last scene of the movie. Okay, last scene of all that ends the strange eventful history. So நம்மளோட லைஃப்பை ஏன் strange லைஃப்னு சொல்கிறோம், because each and every day is unique. We have lots of turning points, we have lots of memories. Okay, lots of surprises, lots of sad stories, lots of happy endings. Okay, so definitely each and everyone's life will be a history. Okay, so அது ஒரு வேர்ல்டு வைடு ஹிஸ்ட்ரியாக இல்லைனாலும் definitely each and everyone's life will have a personal history. You can ask your grandma and grandpas. Okay, so last scene of all. So இந்த ஸ்டேஜ் தான் நம்மளோட எல்லாரோட லைஃப்லையுமே லாஸ்ட் பார்ட் ஆஃப் த மூவி. Okay, last scene of all that ends the strange eventful history is second childishness. Okay, so again we are turning into a child during the last stage of the life. Why? Because and mere oblivion. So what is mean by oblivion is See here, the meaning of this word is given in your book itself. So if someone is oblivious, he or she doesn't know what is happening around him or her, and if he or she lives in oblivion, he or she is completely forgotten by other people. Okay, so simply what is the meaning of this word is, okay, if we are oblivious, we don't know what is happening around us, we don't know who is speaking around us, we don't think much about the people living around us. Okay, that is oblivion. So compare this oblivion stage to the child. Okay, so ஒரு child in an infant stage, ஒரு child எப்படி இருக்கும், it doesn't bother about the people who are around it, it doesn't bother about what other people thinks about it, it doesn't bother about anything, it just wants food and sleep, that is food and rest. Okay, so like that, the man in his last stage, he doesn't care for the things around him, he doesn't know what is going on around him. So what is his necessity is, like an infant, the necessity for the man in his last stage is just food and rest, right? So at the last stage, every one of us will again turn into a child, an infant. Is second childishness and a mere oblivion sans teeth. So the meaning of sans is here without. Okay, so sans teeth, so all our teeth will fall. Sans eyes, our eyesight will be reduced. Sans taste, okay, so our taste buds in the tongue would have lost all the taste. Sans everything, okay, so we doesn't bother about anything and everything which is around us, like a infant, an infant. That's why the stage is said to be second childishness, and we will be very oblivious, that is we doesn't care about anything around us. So like an infant, will be losing the teeth, eyes, eyesight, or taste and everything. Okay, so that's why the poet says this as the last scene of all, the end part of our life, right? So this is about the poem All the World's a Stage, as explained by the poet William Shakespeare. Let me have a very short summary. So in this poem, the poet says that the world is a stage and we all came to act on the stage as just a play, as characters in a play. Okay, so as how the God has gifted us to this world. Okay, so at the time itself, definitely he would have marked the death date of every one of us in his calendar, because the God creator, as we believe, knows everything, our exits and entrances, and one man during his lifetime plays many parts, that is as explained by the poet. He had splitted it into 7 stages. The first one is the infant. When a child, when it is born, it vomits in his mother's and nurse arms. And second is the school boy, where he is unwillingly he is going to school like a snail, wearing his shoulder bag. And third one is the lover. So like a furnace, whenever he is feeling detached from his lady love, he sings many woeful ballad, that is unhappy songs, that is sad songs to his lady love to attract her attention whenever he feels detached. And next one is the soldier, who is a brave and ambitious man in this part. Okay, so he accepts many strange promises, and he will be bearded like the pad, and he'll be very jealous in honor to gain lots of name and fame and self-respect. So he picks up quarrel suddenly, and he seeks a bubble reputation, as how the bubble can live in an atmosphere for a very short time. All his glory will be living only for a short time. So anyhow, he is ambitious and he is ready to do anything. Okay, as how a soldier will be ready to sacrifice anything for his country. And next one is the stage of justice. In this position, man lives a respectable life in the society. Okay, so you all children now, okay, you all will be studying. And after completing your studies, you will be living a respectable life in the society by gaining your jobs and by gaining your family, right? So like that, at this stage man lives a respectable life in this society, and his belly becomes big because of his heavy food, and his eyes will not be soft, his beard will be of formal cut, and he'll be having lots of sayings. Everything comes out of his own personal experiences and the current incidents which is going on around him. And the sixth stage is the stage at which the man becomes very thin as he becomes old, and he wears spectacles and pouch, and he wears thin dresses, and the world looks very wide for him. It is not the world which looks wide for him. The experiences and the knowledge which he had gained in this world makes him look at the world widely. Okay, and his legs become very thin and narrower, and his manly voice turns slowly and slowly into a childish treble, and there is whistles in his sound. That is, he will be having some husky voice. And the last end and conclusion in the everyone's life is the last stage, which has lots of memories and histories for each and everyone they'll be carrying a unique history in their life. It is called as the second childishness, as we turn into an infant again, and everything looks very oblivious around us. We doesn't care for anything and anything and everything around him as like an infant, and he'll be losing our teeth, our sight, our taste, and everything as like an infant at this stage. That is, again we are turning into a child like a first stage. Okay, so this is the stages, 7 stages of a man, explained by the poet William Shakespeare in his play As You Like It, and this part is told by Jacques, a character in As You Like It. Okay, hope every one of you have understood. We'll continue with the figures of speech in this poem in our next video. Till then, thank you. Bye. Thank you for watching.